It took a last gasp Chris Commons goal up in Dingwall to rescue a point between these two teams for Celtic back in August. Now here's Izagirre cutting inside, then making a beeline for the byline. Lassad at the back post. Not enough power behind the header. The Tunisian looking for his first goal at Celtic Park. Just 2 in 12 appearances. And we'll come back for Izagirre. And Kayal makes a break from the midfield. Still Beram Kayal. All good skills there from the Israeli, and then the foul by Scott Boyd. So Celtic will have a free kick just outside the area. Almost looked like he'd lost it a couple of times there. Boyd just wrestling him to the ground. Oh, taken quickly by Samaras. And there's Mulgrew. Unfortunately for Ross County, it was straight at Mark Brown. Quick thinking from Samaras and the snapshot from Mulgrew. Celtic have won the last 3 in the league since that defeat here to Inverness. And Samaras is in behind again. Izagirre will latch onto that. Oh, and there's Gary Hooper. And it's a good stop by Mark Brown in the right place at the right time once again. Samaras had given that one up, but Izagirre certainly hadn't. Hooper leapt well. Scott Brown to Samaras as Celtic quicken the pace, but they've lost control of the ball. Vigurs, oh, slips it through. Here's Rocco Quinn. He's going to hit that on the right foot. Plenty of zip and sting behind it from the former Celtic youngster. Learned his trade here. He hit this well, just over the top. Samaras going the long way round. Now Scott Brown, Celtic captain. Lassad hits it. Always straightforward for Mark Brown. Good turn there though by the Tunisian. Struck it well enough. Celtic have dropped points here against Inverness, Kilmarnock, St Johnstone and Hibs already this season. Kayal. Now Izagirre. Goes for the first time ball, it almost found Lassad. It did come to Hooper. Blocked in the end by Mark Fitzpatrick. I don't think Lassad was expecting that one to come through, but Monroe missed it. Here's Wanyama. Poor touch, but wins it back well. Now Gary Hooper in space and a chance to run at the back line of Ross County. Lassad is out wide. Lassad into the middle. Comes on the edge of the box to Beram Kayal. Kept it low. But Mark Brown got down and held the ball well. Just a bit of frustration beginning to creep into the Celtic support as they look for the breakthrough here. Well, that's left, and Cooper feeds Quinn. Well, what a chance that was for Ross County. Chances tend to be few and far between when you come to Celtic Park, but he perhaps should have taken an extra touch there. Oh, Wanyama. Oh, and now Cooper has been played in here. And another big chance passed up by Ross County. Alex Cooper, the 21-year-old, just seemed to lack the composure there. Wanyama to Ambrose. F.A. Ambrose. Now Hooper. Gary Hooper through for Scott Brown, takes it in his strides and breaks the deadlock. 1 minute into the second half, with their manager's words still ringing in their ears. Celtic open the scoring against Ross County, and it's the captain, Scott Brown. Just his second goal of the season. Well played in by Hooper. Here's Hooper, and he's finding space, dropping off Lassad and Samaras. That front three doing some damage. Here's Wanyama, driving on, still going. The powerhouse in the centre of the midfield for Celtic, and a great ball in from Lassad to Gary Hooper. Has a check over to the linesman. Gary Hooper onside, and it's 2-0. Just 7 minutes after Scott Brown opened the scoring. And that now is Gary Hooper's 50th SPL goal for Celtic. Lassad with the right-footed cross, good header down, and Mark Brown couldn't keep it out. Neil Lennon will be pleased to see the two strikers combining. Out comes Brown, couldn't make it, Gary Hooper could. Well, he's not too sure, but the goal has been given. Gary Hooper scores his 15th of the season. There was a bit of a debate whether there'd been a foul in there. Hooper played on, and Hooper scored. Hooper, lovely ball through, finds James Forrest. He's not long on the park, still James Forrest, that's 4! James Forrest marks his return to first team action with a goal. Beautifully slipped in by Hooper, who's been instrumental in Celtic's 4-0 lead. Well finished by James Forrest, who hasn't scored since February. That will certainly delight his manager. He's been out with an injury, back in the team, coming off the bench, just 12 minutes on the park. And that's the icing on the cake for Celtic. Forrest, now Tony Watt, lovely back heel to James Forrest. Heron, Hooper, off the crossbar, and Heron can't turn it in after that. That would have added the gloss, but Celtic's second half demolition of Ross County is complete.